Evening and welcome to our very special live Gala event. As you can see, it is live. The boys don't stop talking for 2 seconds. We are live. I am Mac. I am your host for tonight, and we have Macca, and we have Boyzlife here with us this evening. Brian McFadden and Keith Duffy. However, before we talk to you, just going to tell you a little bit about what's happening. So tonight we have a jam-packed evening of entertainment for you. Going to have some games where I'm going to be throwing £50 at you for some quiz bits you may have to just type fast in order to win that. And we have some music, a very special performance, an exclusive performance that I saw you rehearse for earlier. Pretty fantastic. I'm very excited for that. And of course, the all-important bingo. We have to have the bingo.
Shake our balls.
And they're off. So before we do anything else, welcome to the boys. How are you?
Great, Mac. Do you know, Mac, I just realised you remind me of my wife there. Because we were chatting away before we went live, and you know, your accent completely changed as soon as we went live. Your phone voice kicked in. And you went from being real Northside Dublin to very posh indeed.
So I remind you of your wife, and when I was younger, who did people say I was like?
Me ma.
Your mother, because your mother never goes to the shop without her makeup. I don't wear makeup, but she never goes to the shop without her makeup and her hair done. And they used to say, "You're like Mrs. Duffy," and now I'm like the other Mrs. Duffy. So thanks very much. Anything you'd like to insult me with?
You never had.
Well,
he's a sister I never wanted.
And they're off, and there you go. How lovely is that for me? So, boys, before we talk about anything else, how has the lockdown been for you?
Well, it's been challenging, I think, for everybody. But you've got to try and find the positives in everything that's nasty in the world.
Yeah.
For the first 3 or 4 months, I thoroughly enjoyed myself because, you know, obviously to start off with, Brian and I had a whole world tour booked in for this year. We had kicked it off in the UK. We had 24 shows done. We had 8 shows left in the UK, in that UK leg of the tour, and then we're heading further afield. And 15th, 16th of March, we had to pull the plug on it and postpone the shows we thought for a couple of months. And obviously that ended up being until next year. And then every tour we had this year from Sweden and Denmark and Australia and New Zealand, everything has been pushed out now to next year. So we've lost all our work, as has many other people in the world. So everybody's in the same boat. So we all went into lockdown, we went home. And for the first time in, I'd say, 20 years, I got to spend more than 7 nights in a row in my own house.
Wow.
You know, I mean, Brian and I have been working so hard over the last few years, and Brian's based here in the UK, but I'm based in Ireland. So, and my son is 24, my daughter's 20. They're busy people, they have their own lives. So I might get home to Ireland maybe 2 nights every 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 nights every 2 weeks. Right. So I'd be lucky if you know, if I had a dinner with the kids on one night that I'd be home, or possibly have a breakfast on one morning that I'm home. But for the last 3-4 months, whatever, I've had breakfast, lunch, dinner and tea with the family sitting around the table. And like we've had great fun, we've argued, we've fought, we've had a little sherry from time to time. And that part of the lockdown I absolutely loved, because it was quality time, undivided, that we'd never get back. And I never would have, I don't think anybody would ever take that amount of time off work for those reasons. But you know, you need it sometimes. You need to have that type of quality time with family. And I'm delighted that I got the opportunity to do that now that the kids are grown up. It was great.
I love how you said little sherry there, because I think the best thing for everyone in lockdown was the fact that we all got to clean out our drinks cabinet. You know those bottles of Pernod and peach schnapps that are at the bottom?
That nobody ever drinks.
On more than one occasion, on more than one occasion, I think you could say that. Brian, how was it for you?
It was the same, really. You know, as Keith said, we never really get any time at home. We're always on the road.
Yeah.
And to kind of have that little bit of, I don't know, just a bit of normality and a bit of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of doing the same thing every day. What's the word I'm looking for? Continuity.
Continuity. That's a big word for a Friday night.
You know, being able to kind of get up in the morning and do things that you normally could not. For us, we normally wake up in the morning and we're getting into a van and we're driving to go to a concert. But to be able to just get up and do normal things was great. And musically it was great as well, because we got to write songs. Because touring you don't get to write, because you're constantly on the go, constantly working. And to write music you kind of need to be settled. And you know, for us, the last 4 months has been great, because being able to write lots of new music too.
It's amazing because, as you said, you two work so hard. I don't think I know any two people who work as hard as you. You're always on something. You're going from one place to another.
There's a few nurses on the NHS.
Oh, look, nurses are my god. I mean, I don't have to tell you that, you know, from what we were talking about earlier. But nurses are my god. But you really are workaholics. You never ever stop. So to have that time with the family, that's pretty amazing because you don't, as you said, you wouldn't get to have that.
No, we wouldn't. You know, we're also very, very aware that, you know, as happy as we were doing that some people were in turmoil and their lives had been turned upside down, and a lot of people lost family members, a lot of people lost their lives, but a lot of people lost loved ones and family members, and you know, and our sincere kind of, you know, prayers go out to those people. You know, we lost a very dear friend, and you know, you know, a lot of people went through very, very tough times. Members of our family were very, very sick towards the end of the first lockdown, and that was a worrying time as well. So with everything, like I said, like I started off by saying, with everything that's negative in life, you have to try somehow to find the positives. Absolutely. You can dwell on the negatives all day, but you've got to try and find the positives. And the positives are that it brought a lot of people back together. Yeah,
I think that's nice. I mean, I will say I was locked down with my husband, who's watching this, I know, and it wasn't easy. I mean,
I wouldn't say he's watching.
He's watching.
He wouldn't be watching this.
He doesn't trust me when you're here beside me. He knows that. I mean, this 2 meter thing. He's very happy about. No, he doesn't trust me. This very happy 2 meter distance works very well for him. He was asking me to do it at 10.
If you think this is 2 meters, you have a very small.
No, it's like it's hard because, as you said, you're getting to spend the time with people that you don't normally get to spend that time with. It's a little bit nuts, but it's lovely at the same time. But then on the other side of that, congratulations on the #1 selling album. And by the way, I haven't said this to you, but I'm going to say it. In my opinion, don't be offended, the best album either of you have done with either of the respective bands beforehand. I think this album, Strings Attached, is genuinely beautiful. From the minute you Needed Me starts, the minute you hear the strings, it's incredible. And to hear songs, you know, for 20 plus years in a way you've never heard them, but they kind of sound like they should have sounded like. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's kind of what we thought about when we were doing the album is, you know, you listen to these songs and you know, some of them still stand the test of time. Like some of the early Boyzone songs, you hear them now and they still sound like they just came out yesterday. But, you know, a lot of our songs, especially the ballads, do lend themselves to that bigger sound. And even when we made the album, we weren't 100% sure how it was going to work. Was it going to smother it, or was it going to, you know, make it too different? But funnily enough, You Needed Me was the first song we recorded, and the very first take with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, when they started to play, the two of us just literally just showed each other our arms and just got goosebumps, and we're like, wow, this is something special. No matter what, is just is special.
That song was a worry for me, because no matter what really is, it reminds me and it catapults me back to a time, and I just hear Stephen Gately's voice on the song. And for us to do that song, we had to make sure that we respected it, that we did our our best attempt to do the song justice, and just to keep it very tasteful. And I think we managed to do all that. And it
was hard in general, wasn't it, with all the songs, because you think of how recognisable Stephen's voice is. Ronan's voice is very distinct. Shane and Mark, both very distinct voices. So we were singing songs that, you know, most people would know from 4 very recognisable voices. So for us to make it our own, as Keith says, without kind of doing it justice, it was a bit of a nervy time, wasn't it? Like,
well, you did manage to do that. And I mean, I knew Stephen, and I'm sure he would have been so over the moon. But what you're doing,
I've no doubt he would have loved it. But Brian and I both said it. Stephen would have loved the whole experience. He would have loved the whole singing with the 84-piece orchestra. It would have been right up his alley. Like, he would have loved that. And you know, the album is dedicated to the memory of Stephen. Actually, if you got a hard copy of the album, on the back page of the actual leaflet in the album, there's a beautiful little dedication to keeping the memory of Stephen alive. You know, and that was very important to us. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, when your songs like No Matter What, especially for me, when it breaks into the middle 8 and the harp and the strings come in, it's just so powerful. It's beautiful. I mean, we're very, very, very proud of the album. But for our fans, you know, 27 years later, my first album outside of Boyzone. I mean, Brian has plenty of #1 solo albums, but I've never done anything outside of Boyzone musically. So, you know, this is my debut album per se, and for it to peak in the UK and in Ireland at #1 was just mind blowing. But we were in lockdown at the time, and we weren't together, and we still haven't celebrated together We've celebrated individually.
If you
but we
think
haven't
I believe
celebrated
you
together.
didn't celebrate,
So,
there's something very
tonight
wrong with
in Manchester might go a little bit off. I'm just saying, it might go a bit off tonight in Manchester.
I think it's gone off a couple of times. There's no way you
we see
didn't
how we got on with
celebrate.
the
There's
bingo
no
first.
way you didn't celebrate at all. Let's just...
We don't play, by the way, because if we win in the bingo, we might have a night in the town.
No, you haven't got a hope. Let's have a look and see what some of these are saying on here. Let's see. So we're going on to the chat real quick. Let's have a look. Oh, Keith, you look fantastic. Have you been away? You look fantastic. Brian, you look amazing. Have you lost weight? Mac, it just says Mac. It just says Mac, so that maybe she's telling me I look fat. Mary Fox is telling me that Ruth sends her love. Thank God someone is sending their love to me because no one else does. Right, so we've had a little chat. I think we should get on with our first game of bingo. However, before we do that, I want to just explain to you a couple of things about this. For those of you who haven't seen it live before, there is no auto dab on this game. So if you want to grab a pen and paper and write down the numbers and play along later, that's absolutely fine. However, we will be telling you who has won because it will be fed to us right here in the studio when we have a winner. Now, you used to be a bingo caller back in the day, so normally I would do this.
Yeah,
but I think
because of COVID, you're not allowed to touch me balls, so you're not allowed to go near it.
And told you we're live. Well, look,
he
you
used
know
to be
what?
a bingo caller. He used to work at McDonald's.
Did
know, he's a great singer-songwriter. He posts the other day this football match, which I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking it's two South American teams, obviously, and it must be a moment of magic because Brian's posting it on his social. So whoever this footballer is must be good. And then this footballer beats the defender. He lobs the keeper, and then there's a bicycle kick into the top corner. And I'm thinking, who is it? Maradona, Pele, who is it? And then I see the run up the pitch. It's your man. It's better than any professional football goal I've ever seen in my life. And I'm going, what was he not good at? He's good at everything. He makes me sick.
Bingo.
Here's your chance.
Well, here's your chance to be good at bingo. We're about to have a look at how it goes. So I would like you to call the first five, you'd call the second five, and so on. I'll interrupt you every now and then, tell you how people are doing. I will interrupt. I'm not going to smack you.
Are they going to pop up on the screen?
They're going to pop up on the screen right there, and we even have some words for you as to explain what they are. So guys, please remember, this is not auto dab game. Don't be dabbing your iPad or don't be dabbing your phone, and trust me, it has happened before. I'm not going to mention any names, Nicola, but you have done that before. So get a pen and paper if you want to play along after. If you don't, it is no worries. So guys, good luck for the very first game of the night. It is £250 for a full house only. You're playing for a full house only. Eyes down. It's over to you. You're starting with that one.
Top of the shop, 90.
Right in line, 59. Oh, sorry. They know what it is now.
Right in line, 59. Groupie drawers, 44.
They go too fast.
Rise and shine, 29.
Slow down, slow down.
Gotta go slow.
Strive and strive, something too far.
Don't have to go that slow.
That's your turn, that's 5.
That's
Oh,
fine.
is it? Oh, sorry.
The 5 not the number.
No.
8 and blank, 80. Duck and Dave, 25.
Home, isn't it?
Stop and run, 81. 81. Trombones, 76. That's better. Pick and mix, 26.
Man alive, number 5. Old age pension, 65. Valentine's Day, number 40. Clickety click, 66. Naughty 40. 40.
4 and 7, 47.
Joe Tuft has only 12 to go. You're doing great, Joe.
Christmas cake, 38.
To the 8.
I know, I just said it like that. Okay. Down on your knees, 43.
You were thinking of a different number, weren't you?
Tickle me, 63. Number 63. Staying alive, 85.
Just 1 second. Michelle Banks is playing her second ticket by mistake. Michelle, I hope you're taking down the numbers because you're playing the wrong one right now.
Good girl, Michelle.
Good girl, Michelle.
Think of the ditch.
19.
Coming of age, 18. Sweet, 16. 16. Doctor's orders, number 9. Tom Mix, number 6. Straight on through, 82. Anyone close yet?
No, Chris and Pauline Mack just want me to say hello to them. Hi Leslie, I love you back. Bambi has 8 to go. No, this is going to be here for a while, yeah.
Stuck in the tree, 53.
It's like being at home, isn't it? Tree. 53.
Good boy teens, 19. Saving grace, 68. Overweight, 28. Bang on the drum, 71.
Queen Bee, 73.
People are getting close now. No, people are just losing their numbers, but they're taking them down. Mac, you look amazing. No, I don't. That's for my mother. Go on.
Half a century, 5050. 30 knee, 33.
And the third.
Halfway there, 45.
It's your age for the next few weeks, isn't it?
Around 22.
Wipe your bum, 31.
No, get up and run.
Oh,
3
get up
and
and
1,
run. Sorry,
31.
My eyesight's not what it used to be.
Oh, well, no.
Snakes alive, 55. Two little ducks, 22.
Some people still have 10 numbers to go. This is hilarious.
only 8 left.
Claire, how can you have 10 numbers to go,
We've
Claire?
only got 8 left.
Prime Minister's Den, number 10.
Wow.
Garden Gate, number 8. Red Raw, 64.
Gateway to Heaven, 27. Young and Keen, 15.
This is going the wrong way.
One score, 20.
The good news is Sheila only has 11 numbers to go. Come on, Sheila, you can do it. 11 numbers to go. Michelle Banks has 6.
Kelly
has
Zai,
7.
number 1.
Ooh. Someone must be waiting. Let us know how you're doing.
Torquay and Devon, 87.
Who makes these up?
Making all ones left for
No, not a hope.
Jeez.
I'll be
Between
calling
the
it myself.
sticks, 86.
a pair of.
Oh, my Lord.
Either way up, meal for 2, 69.
4 to go, thank God. Someone has 4 to go. Hurry up
One
and
little
win.
duck, number 2.
Please, someone hurry up and win this. 7 and 4. 74. The year we were born.
Yes, baby.
74. The world became a better place. 5 and 8. 58.
Make them like
Come on, we're coming back to you here. Oh, over to you.
6,072. 72. Knock at the door, number 4.
Oh, one person has 1 to go.
Time for fun, 41. Winnie the Pooh, 42.
Oh, what? Hang on 1 second. Whoa. Have we waiting on production to confirm? Do we have a winner? What, you really do deserve it after having to play on that game with these two. You really do deserve it because that was just pure filth potentially, but we saved it a little bit. I think we saved it.
We're making it towards the next one. They won't be
They won't be your line. Right, let's get back to some questions where we can really see how you behave. So the minute people knew you were coming on here, the questions was ridiculous. Everybody sent in all these questions and we picked 2. So we're going to start with you, Trouble. Keith, we're going to start with you. Katie wants to know, it's been almost a year Any chance of a Boyzone reunion? Any chance of a Boyzone reunion?
No, Boyzone hung up their dancing shoes in 2019. 2018 was our 25th anniversary of when we got together. So we toured with the album Thank You and Goodnight, and the title of the album basically said it all. It's in the title, and the tour was called Thank You and Goodnight, and we just kind of felt that, you know, after 25 years, we decided the time was right once and for all to kind of go our separate ways, and that's what we've done. And it was an amazing time where we had it. But what Brian and I are doing now is a whole new start to a whole new chapter in my life, a new chapter in Brian's life, and I'm loving it. The experience I had with Boyzone is, you know, obviously giving me the confidence and the ability to do what we're doing now together, and I'm very excited as to where Brian and I are going to end up.
I think it was, I got to see the last shows because you'd done one for Gala. I got to host that, and it was amazing and as fantastic. Don't take this wrong, it was genuinely fantastic. But I've seen you two perform together many, many, many times, and no offense to the boys, but this is a whole other level. What you two do, it's genuine, it's hilarious. I mean, first of all, it's nerve-wracking because you don't know what's going to come out of your mouth next.
You were telling us.
But then, yeah, well, I know. But no, I think what you've done, I think, is amazing, and I think with the first album, I think was fantastic. Just a little side note for you, maybe your second album, Strings Attached To, maybe Uptown Girl, and my all-time favorite Boyzone song, Key to My Life.
I like that one.
I love that because it was at the very beginning. I love that.
Well, our next album's going to be original music. But the great thing for us is we've got so many songs between Westlife, Boyzone, and even for my solo stuff that we could probably do another couple of Strings Attached albums, like part 2 and part 3, because, you know, between us, how many songs have we got? Maybe 50 or 60 songs that we've released. So
that is crazy.
You know, we obviously want to do our own music next, but you know, maybe in a year or so we could revisit.
Keep it in there. You know, you need a little backing singer. You know, I'm available.
Part 2 can come at any time, but for us, you know, what we want to do creatively is to get Boyzlife's first original studio album out there for everybody.
Yeah, fantastic.
I mean, even for us, we're really excited to find out what our sound is.
Yeah. We
have some great ideas. We've got some great demo songs. Brian's been doing a lot of writing. We're going to be writing together, and we've the basis now of what we feel is a great sound for us. So
I had a sneaky listen to one of your tracks earlier on. I'm not going to talk about it much because I'm not allowed to, but it was genius.
Oh, thank you.
Genius. It was bits of the 90s and stuff in there. I loved it. Right, so that's a no for Katie.
Yes, Casey. No, if you want
to. For now. You never know.
Yeah, you never say no. In 30 years, you might need a new
house.
house. And
do me a favour, go back with the lads and just take a break.
Brian, I have a question for you from Emma, and Emma wants to know: is there one song that you wish you had written?
There's lots of songs I wish I'd written. I think it's weird. Every year I have a different song that I think is the best song ever written, and you know, I love John Denver. Country Roads is one of the greatest songs ever written. I love that. But I think after careful consideration over the last 2 years, I've decided that my favourite song that's ever been written is Tiny Dancer, Elton John.
No way.
Yeah, I think to me it's just the melodies in it, the lyrics, the changes in it, everything. It's just one of the greatest pop songs ever written. And to me, I wish I'd written that.
It's actually a classic tune. Yeah, I'd never think of that.
When you listen to it, you know, next time you listen to Tiny Dancer, listen to the incredible changes in where the melody goes, and you're like, when did he think to go there? And you know, it blows my mind when I hear it. I just love it.
Maybe an album of collaborations. You might get Elton on there, do a little song with you.
That'd be amazing.
Never know.
Love singing with Elton. Yeah.
I wish
you're watching Elton. They're available.
I wish I wrote White Christmas.
No, I Will Always Love You. 450 million pounds made from writing I Will Always Love You, Dolly Parton.
White Christmas is still the biggest selling single of all time.
Yeah, but it's depressing. That's what I mean. I will always love you. Wasn't too happy
either. I was talking about the money on that one.
Please, you two are minted. I don't know how you sleep at night with all that cash under your bed.
I wish I'd have written Edward's last single. That was a cracker as well.
Was it Lipstick? No, that was the Lipstick. It's really strange. I know that, but I do. I have a question, but my question is actually for you, and my question is this: don't say it out loud. How many number ones have the boys had between them? how many #1 singles, don't worry, I know the answer, have the boys had between them. Now, what I want you to do is to type your guess into the chat with your username next to that. We will pick one at random, and one of you will be getting 50 quid. So
it might be the guess that's closest to our guess, because we don't know either.
I think I have a fair idea. I think the number, I'm going to write it, I think the number last time I checked was this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought that around about that.
You're lying, aren't you? But it doesn't matter.
That's just from Boyzone and Westlife.
That's what I'm talking about.
That doesn't include Brian's solo stuff.
Oh. Well, let's just go with the Boyzone and Westlife stuff, because that's like the only one I know.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to see who is typing down here. So let's see what they are writing. First person to get it right is going to do it. Make sure you put your, well, some people are saying 5. What? 56? Oh, dear Lord Almighty. Right, let's just stop sending in the messages right now because we have a winner. Michelle Gannon, 22 is correct. Michelle Gannon has won. Michelle Gannon, £50 is coming to you. Make sure you put your username next to that, please. Right, so I need you to stay there for just a second. Okay, so stay there because I'm just going to pop around here for just one little second because I just want to try something. Just give me one little second. So we ran a competition all across social to see who wanted their dreams to be made come true with a Skype call with the boys. I don't think you're going to be disappointed in what you see because the girl who won it was super, super, super excited. We taped it about an hour and a half ago. Let's take a look at how that went.
How does it feel being a duet instead of having being in a boy band?
It's good. Obviously, for me, I was in a band of 5, same as Keith, but then I went solo, and it was not as much fun being solo because you get a bit lonely. But also being in 5 sometimes can be a little bit too many people because there's a lot of different opinions and a lot of different things that go on. So this is just perfect. 2 is just the right number, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, I never went solo, so I don't know what it's like to have to do it on your own. I don't think I'd like it. I you know, for me, every experience you have in life needs to be shared with somebody so that you can reminisce about it in 20 years' time.
Well, it's lovely to see you, Cassandra.
Thanks,
have a great
Cassandra.
day.
Take good care. We'll see you at the next gig.
See you, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
You too. Take care.
See you, darling. Bye.
Bye.
No, you hang up.
One very lucky girl there, Cassie. I'm so happy you enjoyed that. You looked amazing. The boys enjoyed it too, I can tell. Now it's time for you at home to enjoy something pretty special because we have an exclusive performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Boyzlife.
I wanna know whoever told you I was letting go of the only joy that I've ever known. Girl, they were lying. Just look around at all of the people that we used to know have just given up, they wanna let it go. But we're still trying. So you should know this love we share was never made to die. I'm glad we're on this one-way street, just you and I. Yeah, you and I. 'Cause I'm never gonna say goodbye, 'cause I never wanna see you cry. I swore to you my love would remain, and I swear it all over again. And I'm never gonna treat you bad, 'cause I never wanna see you sad. I swore to share your joy and your pain, and I swear it all over again. All over again. Some people say that everything has got its place and time. Even the day must give way to the night. But I'm not buying, 'cause in your eyes, oh, I see a love that burns eternally. And if you see how beautiful you are to me, you know I'm not lying. Sure, there'll be times we wanna say goodbye, try. There are some things in this life won't be denied, won't be denied. 'Cause I'm never gonna say goodbye, 'cause I never wanna see you cry. I swore to you my love would remain, and I swear it all over again. And I'm never gonna treat you bad, 'cause I never wanna see you sad. I swore to share your joy and your pain, and I swear it all over again. The more I know of you, it's the more I know I love you, and the more that I'm sure I want you forever and evermore. And the more that you love me, the more that I know that I'm never gonna let you go. Gotta let you know that I'm never gonna say goodbye. I never wanna see you cry. I swore to you my love would remain, and I swear it all over again. And I'm never gonna treat you bad. I never wanna see you sad. I just wanna share your joy and your pain, and I swear it all over again, all over again. Yeah, all over again, and I swear it all over again. No matter what they tell us, no matter what they do, no matter what they teach us, what we believe is true. No matter what they call us, however they attack, no matter where they take us, we'll find our own way back. I can't deny what I believe. I can't be what I'm not. I know this love's forever. I know no matter what, if only tears were laughter, if only night was day, if only prayers were answered, and we would hear God say, no matter what they tell us, no matter what they do, no matter what they teach us, what we believe is true. And I will keep you safe and strong, sheltered from the storm. No matter where it's barren, a dream is being born. that's all that matters now, no matter what.
Bingo. Right, before we go any further, just want to re-announce the name of the winner of the first game. Callum wins £250. Callum, that is yours. We do have another game coming up in a minute. The boys are making their way back from the studio right here. They come. Hello, hello, hello. Come and grab a seat.
All right.
Come and grab a little seat.
Now, where's Dallum? Dallum owes us a drink.
Dallum owes us all a drink, I think. I think I need a drink after this with you two being so cheeky. Right, little thing before we go any further while you're catching your breath. Well done. Awesome. Great job. People were emotional. Some people were actually, a lady wrote there that she was emotional. Someone said they had to get the tissues. You're not going to comment on that.
Don't go too far.
Someone said it was called a camera. Amen. That was a little bit strange. I don't quite know what that means. We have had.
Just to say, those are the original versions. They weren't the strings attached versions from the album.
Yeah. But we couldn't get the orchestra into the studio.
They're not going to fit in here. We're never going to fit them and keep a distance.
No, they're too expensive anyway.
While you're catching your breath for a quick second, I'm going to give you a chance for another £50. To win £50, remember, I need you to type the person the name of the person and your username next to it. And the boys are going to tell me when to press stop. I will stop on here, and we will decide which of you gets £50. The question I have for you is. I didn't make this up. Who is older? Which one of these two is older? Who is older? Is it Brian or is it Keith? Who is older?
Who has the better doctor?
Typing now. It's not me. I tell you, it's definitely not me at the moment. I get people telling me, I've never seen your eyes have such movement. That's because Botox. You weren't allowed to have it for the last 6 months. So I can't wait. Tomorrow you're allowed it again. So by Wednesday, I should be frozen.
I had mine a month ago.
Well, of course you do. I mean, you get away with murder. But I'm very happy that the first person said Brian is the oldest one, and I'm very happy about that.
Cheeky.
Actually, the correct answer, of course, is...
Of course.
Keith. Keith is... Because, well, I kind of went to it earlier on when I said 7 and 4 is the year we were born.
Yes, you did.
So, you know, I did allude to that a little bit earlier on, because you're going to be...
I was even born in 74.
Yes, I was.
You're going to be, you know what I mean? Talk about a solo album coming up. Oh, really? Oh, wow, we have a story. So, of course, Keith is the one. So I need you to say stop when you're ready. You say stop. You're going to stop. Stop. Right, and it is... Joe 1717, Joe 1717, £50 is coming to you. Well done, Joe. Joe 1717, £50 is going to you. You have won that because you got it right. Keith is
counts for every year.
The older one.
I'm the oldest.
Right. I think it's time for our last game of bingo.
Right.
So
we're making the words up this time.
Are you going to behave yourselves?
We're going to try. Keeping it clean.
Okay, if the boys are not going to behave themselves on this one.
I don't know how to do
Is that the first number on screen right there? Oh my lord. Okay, if the boys are not going to behave themselves.
Right, it's okay, we'll do clean ones, don't worry. We'll do
I don't believe this, Mammy. Turn down the sound.
Sorry about this, Mammy.
And, you know, I'm sorry.
Right, I'm going to go
Oh, sorry, just before we do that, a real quick happy birthday to Amy is 30.
Happy
birthday, Amy. She is 30. And my brother-in-law wants you to say a quick hello to Dave. I mean, he hasn't spoken to me for years, but all of a sudden, I'm his favorite brother-in-law.
Hi,
right,
Rodney.
we are going on to our very last game of bingo. So
right, don't worry, it won't be rude. It won't be rude.
Look, I'm going to have to open
Well,
water.
I'll do the first number to prove it. You ready? I'll have some more as well as I need it. You ready?
Okay.
Glass of wine, 69.
Well done, Brian.
Right,
Proud
let's
of
see
you.
what we can get here.
Proud of you.
The bee's knees, 43.
You're good. You're good. I'm impressed. Okay, here we go. Let's look on the chat.
This, you know what? Actually, I'm just going to do this in my bingo voice because when I was a bingo caller back in Ireland, this was my favourite number. 5 and 6, 56.
That's how they used to say it in the McCushions.
That's how I did it in McCushlet.
5 and 6, and they used to sound really creepy.
Yeah.
5 and 6, 56.
It was that pause. 5 and 6.
56. 3 and 8. 38.
The next number is indeed 3 and 8.
It's like if they didn't
38.
have to have the pause. When they say 3 and 8, we can figure out that 3 and 8 is 38.
3 and 8. 38.
Yeah, but 5 out of 4 Irish kids were never good at maths in school.
Keith, what's 38 minus 1?
39.
37. 3 and 7, 37. I can't say this now. 18.
1 and 8,
Have a drink.
18. Coming of age, 1 and 8, 18.
Old age pension, 65. Stuck in the tree, 53.
Claire wants you to call them the way you called them in the first game because she thought it was dirty. No, Claire, sorry.
No,
Claire Connolly, you're being a bad girl.
Oh, we'll
Claire
do
Connolly,
one.
you're
Just
being
say
a
the
bad
real
girl.
Fancy a screw, 62.
And there we go, Claire Connolly. That's one's for you. We're going to leave that one there. We're going to behave from now on. Key to the door, 2 and 1, 21. Key to the door,
21.
21.
You are the dancing queen. 17. 1 and 7, 17.
Why did you look at me when you said Queen? What was that all about? I'm not having that. You said dancing
Return of
over
the
there
Mac.
to the crew, and you pointed at me for Queen, and then you took away your finger on 1 and 8. That's bloody terrible. Okay, go on, 17. Go on anyway.
As you do, 82. 2 fat ladies, 88.
I didn't think you were allowed to say
I
that.
thought you couldn't say that anymore. Sorry, 2 normal sized ladies, 88.
Oh, Jesus.
4 and 7, 47.
I'll be 47 next year.
Will you?
Please God.
Wow.
Strive and strive, 75.
75, 7 and 5. That was the year my father went out for milk and never came home. We haven't missed him, Daddy. If you're watching, you're no loss. Next one. I kept you quiet there. You didn't know what to say. I had to get you back.
12 by 3, 36.
Oh, he's going to be doing Irish math now, guys. This is going to be Irish math. That was 3 and 6, 36.
Baker's dozen, 13.
That's not right. Is it?
It is, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Must be an Irish baker, isn't he?
Man alive, number 5.
Man alive. Top of the house, 19, I know.
Buckle me shoe, 32.
Buckle me shoe.
No, I'm not saying that.
No,
15.
15.
15.
1 and 5. Oh, wow.
15.
Yeah, we're going to leave it
Just leave it
there.
there. 15.
Nearly there. 8 and 9, 89.
You're right, then.
I honestly, it's been around forever.
7 dozen,
Is it?
Is
84.
84.
That's 8 and 4.
Is it,
84.
hang on, is it baker's dozens? Normal dozens?
Oh,
straight
my
dozens.
7
Lord.
normal dozens, 80. Okay.
Between the sticks, 8 and 6,
A pair of
86.
6, 86.
duck and dive, 25.
Time for a run.
41.
It says time for fun.
Oh, does it?
Again, you looked
Why
at
are you
me
looking
when
at
you
him?
said time for a run. You're pushing me over the edge. First of
Might
all,
have
you're
been-
calling me a queen, and now you're telling me I'm fat, and I need to go for a
queen.
run. Just so you know, in the break we had,
He's
the
a
boys
fat
went
queen.
and got
And his
themselves a
husband is
Nando's.
watching and you're calling him a fat
Yeah,
queen.
he's going to get you. He's a big Greek. Right, thanks very much for that.
Over.
4 dozen, 4 and 8, 48. So this is horrendous.
39 steps.
Great movie.
Loved it. Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers. One more time. 79. Made in Heaven. 67.
Oh, dear Lord. Ben has 7 to go. This is bad. I don't think it's going to happen, Ben.
Candy store, 74.
Candy Store.
Candy store.
74.
Never heard of that.
Cup of tea, number 3.
Oh, Anne, I love you.
6,072.
You counting them now again? How many dozens?
6 dozen, 7 and 2, 72.
72.
He's not doing Irish math, by the way. It's coming up in a little bit there, so he's not very impressive. Bang on the drum, 7 and 1, 71.
No, kicking the bum, 71.
This is shocking. Go ahead.
Goodbye, teens.
Oh.
19. Bye.
Bye, teens.
There you go.
Brighton Pier. 59.
It's the Brighton line. The Brighton line, 5 and 9, 59. I guess you could get to the Brighton Pier on the Brighton line. I don't know. Don't even, no, I'm telling you, don't even look at me. Don't look at me.
Perfect weight,
No,
28.
I'm going to do this one. It says overweight, 2 and 8, 28. This is a COVID lockdown weight. I'm coming here with my weight, and you know, I think
let's find out.
It's right.
Sunset
No,
Strip,
it's all right.
77.
Not a hope. We're never doing that. All the 77, Sunset Strip.
Very PC.
Very
49.
I don't get that one.
Neither do I.
I don't know. I think it means that you're behaving yourself.
22. Me lucky number.
2 little ducks.
Quack, quack.
Is it your lucky number?
22. Lucky
Is
number.
it the lucky number for a player? 1 second. No.
3 and me.
That's thee and me.
I
You
know.
need to get your glasses. That says thee and me,
As
2
thee-
and
as
3.
in like thee and me.
23. I love they put a
and
posh
me.
one
Well,
on
it
there
should
with
be thee
3
and
Irish
I,
people.
not thee
Yes.
and me.
Thee and me, 2 and 3.
Heaven's
23.
Gate, St. Peter.
78.
Oh my lord.
30.
Down on your knee, 33.
All the 3s, 33.
Snakes Alive, 55.
Doctor's orders, 9.
Number 9.
Jacqueline has 4 to go. Michelle 5 to go. Emily 5 to go. Ruthie, how you? Oh, Joe Tuft has 10 to go. Little Joe.
Trombone, 76.
Ready Bear has 6 to go.
Very naughty, 40.
My age, my birthday.
Are you 40 now?
I was 40 in April, so my birthday.
What did you do to celebrate?
Nothing. I was on Zoom to everyone like everyone else.
Really
Drinking
sad in
Pernod and
lockdown.
peach schnapps, the last drink.
Celebrating the
house.
album going to number 1. But they haven't celebrated yet. Remember that.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
4 open,
Tonight.
40, 6 and 8, 68.
Saving Grace, 68. Red Raw,
Gavin McGraw, 64.
6 and 4, 64.
Jumpin' Job, 35. Tweak of the thumb, 51.
Turkey in Devon. Torquay in Devon.
Where Faulty Towers was.
Oh, I used to love that. Boys, before we move on, you just got to say a quick hello to Claire. She's been desperate. She's sent me
Claire.
about 8 messages. Claire,
Hey, Claire,
there you go. I hope I'll keep you happy.
hello, it's me, the guy from the bar.
Last number was, well, she saw you in Birmingham, she said. She went to Birmingham to see you guys. Right, let's get back to it. 8 and 7 was the last one.
Winnie the Pooh, 42.
Daphne says hello.
Garden Gate, number 8.
One score, 20. That's my lucky number.
It is if your golf game
1
comes
and
in.
score, 20.
8 and 5, 85.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Gateway to Heaven, 27.
That's the crew backstage, by the way. That's
The
nobody
emissary
here.
director just
That's,
farted.
that's the cameraman.
bum,
The
31.
cameraman. 3. Oh, hang on a second. 3 and 1. We are getting pointed at from behind the camera.
Is that a
3 and
winner?
1. Do we have a winner? We have a. £150 is going to you.
Anne-Marie,
on
you won on Squeaky
31,
Bum, 31.
and I'm so glad you won it on 3 and 1. Get up and run, because again they were looking at me. This has been the most insulting night I have had with these two, and trust me,
Of
there
your
has
life.
been many, not of my life. There's been a couple of bad times. I'm not going to lie. Look, that is it. Well done to our winners of both games and our £50 winners themselves.
Dallum, congratulations. on
Salam!
Anne-Marie won on game.
Anne-Marie won.
Squeaky Bum.
Who won the £50?
I don't know.
I think
Tracy.
Joe won 717.
Joe 1717.
And I don't remember who the other was, but well done to all our winners. That is it. I have to say, it's a pleasure as always. Thank you so much for doing this. Huge congratulations with the album.
Lots of fun. 31.
Oh God, someone turn off that screen, please. Before we do anything else, I want to say thank you so much. Pleasure to see you both. Thank you to our team who are behind the camera over there. Well done, Yemi and the crew. Thank you so much. That is it.
Oh, can we say thanks to Richie Taylor as well for helping us out today?
Richie, thank you. Richie's in the box up there. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
That
Richard.
is
Ricardo.
it, guys. We hope you've had an awesome time. You never know what it is you're going to get with these. Do not forget the album is called Strings
Like a
Attached.
box of chocolate.
And genuinely, you have truly got to get this. The boys know I would say it as it is. It is a genuinely fantastic album. And speaking of getting it, if you pop over to the City Room tonight between 9 and 12, Carrie and I think Sean are going to be in there. They're going to be giving away a guaranteed £10,000 before midnight in those 3 hours. And if that's not enough, we're going to give away some of your albums in there too. So there's going to be some albums in there as well as £10,000 in cash.
Gee, let me think.
That is it. It has been a pleasure to be your host for tonight. A big thank you to Boyzlife. Thank you to our crew. My name has been Matt Quirk. Thank you very much and good night. Well done, guys.